For this one, we know that P, Q, and R are propositional forms. P is equivalent to Q, and Q is equivalent to R. So for A, we want to prove that Q is equivalent to P. And then A, so I go, P is equivalent to Q. Thus, P has the same truth table as Q. Then Q has the same truth. Actually, and I should have said so. That's more precise. So Q has the same truth table as P, and thus Q is equivalent to P by definition. So this may seem kind of circular, right? But we're just saying, okay, if P and Q are equivalent, it means that their truth tables are the same. But if their truth tables are the same, it also means that, Q is equivalent to P. So for B, we're going to say P is equivalent to Q. Thus, P has same, and I'll just abbreviate it as TT, same truth table as Q. Q is equivalent to R. Thus, Q has same truth table as R. So it must be that the truth tables of P, Q, and R are the same, and thus P is equivalent to R by definition. And I've just put equivalence of truth table. Okay, so we're just saying, hey, if P has the same truth table as Q and Q has the same truth table as R, this must mean that P has the same truth table as R. So if this is true, then P is equivalent to R by the definition, the meaning of equivalence. Now for C, C is a slightly bit trickier, and we're going to actually use what we proved for A. So we're going to say by item A, Q is equivalent to P, since we've proved this. This means that their truth tables are equal. When Q is false, so is P, and vice versa. So negation of Q will have the same truth table as a negation of P. So not Q is equivalent to not P. So all we're saying is that, hey, we've proved that Q is equivalent to P, right? So this means that they have the same truth table. So this means that the lines match up both for when they are false and when they are positive. When Q is false, and so is P, and vice versa, right? And so a negation of Q will have the same truth table as a negation of P. So not Q is equivalent to not P. And actually, this vice versa, I meant that when Q is false, so is P, and when Q is true, so is P. So maybe I'll add this just to leave no stone unturned. When Q is false, so is P, and when different color, and when Q is true, so is P. So all we did here was we just established line by line equivalence. So then when we negate Q, we'll have the same effect as negating P. So they're the same.